Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy Humble Ali 2 times for me. Back in that video, man. For me, follow the Instagram at Humble Ali 2 times. Now, look, just today's topic, we're talking about trusting in the divine. Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information. Excuse me, and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally taking energy of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. I love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, DM me on my Instagram at Humble Ali 2 times. Let's go ahead and get more deep into the video. Trusting in the divine. Now, what do I mean by trusting in the divine, right? See. Now look, right, with the divine, right? It's imperative and it's important to trust in the divine energy. I know that can be very hard to do. I know you might get impatient, or you might feel like whatever it is that you want, you may want it now, but things are going in your life exactly how they're supposed to go. So even if you don't get what you want, or if you do get what you want, either way it goes, life is a spiral, right? And life is constantly moving, it's constantly changing, and you know, your life is going exactly how it's supposed to go. You see what I'm saying, bro? Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you don't think it is though. You know, life is always going exactly how it's planned to go. You know, it's imperative to trust and to have faith in the divine time and the divine energy. And what I mean by divine timing and divine energy is, I mean the universe's energy, the universe's timing. You know what I'm saying? Even though time isn't even real. But it's imperative to trust and have faith in the universe's energy and what the universe is doing, because God always knows what it's doing, right? Stop looking at things as a rejection, right? You don't get rejected by anything. It's just that wasn't meant. See what I'm saying, bro? The divine energy, divine timing, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at things from a negative point of view, right? Just because you don't get something doesn't mean that you're a loser. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. It doesn't mean any of those things. What it means is it's just not meant at this moment, all right? It could be meant later on, or it could not be meant later on, you know what I'm saying? So don't beat yourself up about your past, or you know, etc. Learn from it, grow from it, accept what you did, and move on accordingly, and use those positive tools that you did from your past, and they can help you and teach you on things not to do in the now. You see what I'm saying, bro? Etc. But you know, it's very imperative to really tap in with the divine energy. You know, you already do. But you know, even if you really thought that you were supposed to get something, or you were supposed to have something, bro, the universe got you. You know, and when you really start tapping in more with the universe, you'll realize, like, dang, I'm not losing anything. I'm not fumbling anything. I'm not a failure. I'm not a loser, right? It's just divine timing, right? You know, and a lot of times we let our past or thoughts get the best of us. Sometimes even memories, etc. But like I said before, man, it's okay to cry. You know, I'm gonna open up and tell a little bit about my story. You know, I used to be one of those people who just thought it was so cool to not cry, right? Like, I used to barely cry, and if I did cry, you know, I would make sure I wasn't around nobody at all. You know, and you know, I thought it was so cool just to not cry. You know, and I'm very spiritual. I'm very awakened. I knew better, right? I knew better, right? But I still would just try not to cry. You know, the most I would do is my eyes would get watery, but I would really try not to cry and let it out. But I've shifted. I'm not that individual that is like, oh, you know, crying is I'm not gonna cry. No, like, the way I am now, I've progressed in positive ways. Like, it's okay to cry. You know, I'm not sitting here saying that you gotta cry in front of people, because me personally, I'm not doing that. If I do that, it'll be probably just with one person. But besides that, you know, it's okay to cry. It's okay to let it out. We're supposed to cry. That's healing. That's one of the main things. It's one of the main forms of shadow work. We're supposed to cry. You're not weak for crying. You're actually very strong for crying. All right? It don't matter if you're a man, a woman, whatever you go by. There's nothing wrong with crying. We're supposed to cry. It's healing. It's going to heal you. This is why when you get done crying, you feel a lot better. You feel relieved. You feel cleansed. Right? It's natural. We're supposed to cry, but I wanted to throw that in there and tell y'all a little bit about my story, about how, I just used to thought it was so cool, or whatever I thought it was, just to not cry. And I was just sitting there holding in this dark energy that needed to come out, that needed to cleanse out, so it's okay to cry. I'm not sitting here saying you gotta cry in front of people, but what I'm saying, when you're by yourself, you're alone, you can let some tears out if you would like to, and you can do it in front of people if you want. But divine timing, man. Everything's going according to plan. Everything's going according to the universe plan. It's happening for a reason. It's a reason why you at where you at right now. Everything you've ever done led you to this moment right here. And this moment that you're in right now is going to lead to other moments, etc. So, be very mindful of the now, because the now creates everything. Really does. Continue to keep having faith in yourself and in God. I know that can be hard. I know sometimes we get impatient, including myself a lot of times, but it's important that we remind ourselves and we get back grounded and we get back focused and realize, like, okay, this is supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to be experiencing this for whatever reason, or for whatever reasons. Right? Life is what you make it. You got a chance and a choice. Life not always gonna be easy. You fall down 8 times, get up 9. Never let someone tell you that you can't be something. Never let somebody tell you that you can't progress and be this great individual, because you already are great. But I understand you're trying to be even more greater, which you already are, you're already doing what you want to do. I'm gonna say that again. You're already doing what you want to do. See what I'm saying? So don't let nobody make you think or make you feel that you can't do something. You can do anything. Literally, you can do anything. And for anybody who's experiencing something, because I'm not gonna use the words going through something, but if you are experiencing something, I want you to notice. Stay grounded. Protect your energy. Do what you know that you need to do to better yourself, truly. Stay focused. Breath work, meditation, whatever works for you. It could be art, it could be meditating, it could be working out. These are all different forms of meditation. Whatever positive form that works out for you, continue to keep doing that. Continue to keep growing, continue to keep accepting things, continue to keep having faith in yourself and in the universe. Continue to keep trusting in yourself and the universe. Remember that anything that's on your plate is supposed to be on your plate, and you can handle it. Divine timing. Also remember divine time and divine energy. The divine, the universe knows what it's doing. It's orchestrating things and putting pieces together to the puzzle correctly, efficiently. All right? Even though the pieces may not look like they connect, they do connect though. If not, they wouldn't be a part of the same puzzle. Because a lot of times we'll look at a puzzle and we'll be like, nah, this piece don't connect. But it does connect, because if it didn't connect, it wouldn't be a part of the puzzle. There's a lot of spiritualism in puzzles. I might drop a whole separate video talking about the spiritualism of puzzles, because puzzles is more than just clicking some pieces together. It's a deeper understanding and overstanding to puzzles, right? Stop looking at life as a rejection. You can't get rejected. It just wasn't meant at that moment. You don't fumble, you don't lose anything, you don't get rejected by anything. It just wasn't meant at that moment. Right? You know, people aren't gonna always like you. People aren't always going to agree with you, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying have an I don't care mindset. I'm saying let it flow. Sometimes let it go, even if you don't want to, and that goes for myself as well. I'm talking to myself on that as well. You're gifted. You're more than gifted. You're more than any word I could verbally say. Deep down inside, within self, you know exactly what to do. And it is up to you to continue to keep doing what you know that you are supposed to be doing, etc. Never give up on self. Never give up on the universe. Never give up on individuals, but it doesn't mean that you have to be around those individuals. Let yourself be your guider, your healer, your teacher. You are the teacher and the student. You are both. Always have been. All right? But look, man, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. I'm gonna say that one more time. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, DM me on my Instagram at HumbleAli 2 times. Also, one more thing I'm gonna say too as well. Another thing I'm gonna say as well is that with divine timing, everything always truly works out. And I catch y'all from those on next one, man. Peace.